afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast. With me, your host, Imperial Damewidoff, here to an exciting 1v1 on Langleskea again. We'll be watching here in the southern corner, Paul AD fighting for the United States of America here for the 5th Infantry Division, holding out here versus Hans fighting for the Reich for Germany. Taking out here for the Panzer Division. Commanders of Armor, Infantry and Rifle here for Paul. Versus for Hansy, we are noticing Spearhead, Mechanized und Jägerarmor. Grenadier on survey here for Hansy. Back there to Paul. Rifleman on the way here, no choice of commander yet. What could he ever possibly go for? Left-hand side approach here, pretty standard. Hans advancing probably up the right. On the other hand, victory point secured. Hans making a straight move here for the centre and sending up barbed wire here rather rapidly to prevent movement from here towards here and vice versa. Interesting. Already setting up the battlefield a bit more in his favour. Second Grenadier squad there arriving for Hansy. Going straight for the fuel. Seeing there we go, barbed wire done. Could he also set up some barbed wire here to prevent movement from up there? Basically ensuring that this can only be accessed basically from here, and certainly also that would be a bit more in favour of Hansy, since essentially unless Mr. Paul here went for some wire cutters or similar, he could basically just set up here to sort of guard towards it, which certainly overall minimises frontage initially, though. Then of course ultimately still attacks from here, but still overall less areas to be attacked from. First engagement here, Rifleman opening up there on the Pioneers. The last squad moving in, but they will find their way a bit there by the barbed wire. Fuel munitions being secured, no further units of arriving for Hansy. Paul there charging forwards. Rifle squad they're approaching though from out in the open. Versus the Grenadiers, bit exposed in particular since the Grenadiers there we go already. Paul John went down, there you go the Grenadiers, looks like, yes, they make it into the building before here, and the Rifleman really caught in a terrible position here between two Grenadier squads, both in good solid cover, and there we go. Harry and Larry both went down. Hans striking out here, counterattack to gain the centre. Miss Clickers, I do not know whom this Miss Clickers is. Are they going to be attacking the Rifleman? Guns will have the advantage here again, larger numbers than the Rifleman. Snipers moving forwards. With a scope gewehr 43, been a bit rare. Sometime, in fact, we've seen a 2 Grenadier sniper build, but HelpingHans is going for it right here on Langleskea. Not a bad map for it due to the sort of much larger open territories around here in the centre. So I can imagine that might be why Hans is, amongst other things, actually going for it. So Scharfschütze is bereit to put a bullet into those Yankees' brains. Maintaining a position here. No attempt to see, for example, some hazard removal packages to sort of clear things out. Lieutenant following up here. Still no commander choice here for Paul so far. 1-1 does what he can aim for an MG4 there following up for Hansy. 2 Grenadiers, 1 sniper MG. This time though Paul makes it for the building. The guys will be caught in a very bad position right in front of the building here with the Rifleman opening up there with the M1 Garant. Dietrich immediately felled. Snipers are opening up, trying to catch some of those Yankees. Another assault pushing up here from the south. 2 Rifleman squads. MG42 needs some good precision to ensure they won't get rushed, otherwise this could get very ugly very quickly for Hansy. Lieutenant following up, and we do note here, has to remove package, and he's in fact clearing up with barbed wire, opening up for the second frontage there. Good job. MG42 sitting up though, will be able to come up through that as well. And still continues to fall back. The sniper a bit of covering fire there. A few Grenadiers not looking too good either, but still fighting on. Down to 1 man. Rifleman sitting up there as well. Hans is very much under pressure, and what is this? We are noting a 3rd Grenadier squad they're arriving. Sniper continues to drain away, and we're noting here M20 following up here for Paul. MG42 opening up there on the Rifleman, quick suppressing them. And the Lieutenant charging forward to the stopped as well. The pressure intensifies by new sweeping up to the left to take territory there in the meanwhile. It looks like Paul will be able to at least render the point neutral. Hans is not rallying rather rapidly to counterattack there and keep the fuel.
Our riflemen will now be better
And now we're actually seeing a rifle chosen here by Paul. Normally you'd see it a bit more sort of early turn. That doesn't mean it's bad later on, but generally it's a bit rarer, I would say. It's not, she's used early on, sort of supplement some of those early riflemen with some more veteran ones, but still it can be used sort of negate attrition that way by replacing lost squads with veteran ones nonetheless. And there you go, point into neutral at very least. Was not able to secure it beyond that. At the same time, we've got the M20 striking towards Hans's left flank. Armoured skirts on the way as well, and there we go, just running down those krauts with a 50 caliber. Ambulance also following up here for Paul.
M20 armor upgrade complete.
And that barbed wire will pose no threat to the M20, though apparently has no interest in this case of running through it. Maybe there's an antenna mine waiting for him. Who knows? Grenadiers held up down the building, and no light machine gun for them yet. Like to make a nice company up, sniper sniping. MG42 not set up here. Now go 20 rushing in, but thankfully the Grenadiers weren't there to sort of cover the sniper. And a quick panzer fire goes off there, damaging the engine of the M20. Fighting continues here, the Grenadiers are not holding up. Well, in fact, we see a retreat here. A rifle grenade was the thing that convinced Paul here to pull back his forces in. They were absolutely bunched up here by the fence, thus allowing Hans to enact a bit of a desperate defense with a rifle grenade. Browning automatics here following up for Paul to increase the firepower of his men further. Not a bad idea, not a bad idea.
That's it. Points out. Knock it off. And listen up. Listen up, fellas.
Rifle moving up there, the house here continuing to be quite
the
formidable position. Scout here arriving here for Helping Hands. The 221 might be upgraded to the 222.
Grab your shit. We got orders coming. Boys, you ready to roll out?
Looks like the M20 strikes out again.
A capture point is being overrun.
Coming here for the fuel, but the snipers rather exposed to an easy target. And there go the M20 moves up. And there go 222 upgraded here. A few shots there going off on the M20. Can the M20 survive this encounter? With the Aufklärungstruppen from Helping Hands and the Panzerlehr. And there we go, gaining that 21, M20 almost down. Pioneer striking from the north, mines which up with them. Interesting, interesting. He seems to be a bit worried here that Paul might lay down some anti-tank mines. That's certainly a very sensible recruit. Oh! Rifleman squad here was wiped out. The other riflemen have an upgrade here with the Browning automatics. So of course he can easily place it here with elite rifleman training. It's giving both build time, but also it's showing they will have veterans. There we go, in fact, there we go. Veterans you won already. And he can easily then upgrade them with a BAR as well. So that's the other side there of this commander. Basically works well versus attrition. And there you go. Veterans 1 rifleman with Browning automatics. Ready to give those krauts hell.
Get your men covering the approach.
Scout car doing what it can here. So far no kills though. MG42 number 2 arriving here for Helping Hands to sort of further safeguard the front line and the flanks. The M20 once more on the move. Hans could consider a pack of Panzer up their Kanone to help deal with this mega. They're going to move forward, snipers up as well. Need to be careful here, need to be careful here. Shots going off there on the M20, or the 222. 50 caliber shots, BAR shots. Almost got it though, Veteran 2, but Veteran 1 as well here for the M20. MG42 falls way there as riflemen advance up the flanks. More riflemen moving up there, Grenadiers are holding up. Still no sign of light machine gun here for Hans's Grenadiers. The medic bunker might partly explain things. MG42 get to cover the right flank, good. We do see the riflemen pulling back.
Veteran know-how will help us to better prepare our infantry.
So the fight continues. M20 there rapidly repaired by the administrations here of the re-echelon troops. over to Hansy. We noted, by the way, just before things ended, he was actually getting the AA half track. For further pressure for Hansy. And 21 will make rush here for the right flank. Nothing to really stop it. Then we do got the 222 moving up. Not fully repaired though. Not fully repaired. Can he do it? There you go. Auto cannon raking through that tin foil armor. Getting off a series of good shots there. The 50 caliber can't quite get off the shots back. And there we go. Good night, Yankee. And gaining veterancy 3 in the process. Lovely work there. MD4 showing up again. Pioneers ready to repair the 2222. 222. No need for another 2 there. Following up with another assault from Paul, and no action here on the left flank. He could maybe snuck something up there, though seems like Hans is ready to maybe suspect something. Pushing again for the fuel point here, hope to deny the crouch, then important fuel. No sign of grenades, for example, to clear out the grenades from the building or lay down a smoke screen. A half track they're moving up. And we could here see the MD4 troop getting wiped out. There we go, the crew is dead. The AA half track, which is 30mm AA gun and the dual quads, 50 calibers, making short work there of things, and the Pioneers also themselves hastily dispatched. It looks like he might grab the MD42. Hans is very much under pressure. A half track moving up there. 222 needs to be careful. But getting off a few good shots there, and a rocket going off as well, doing a bit of light damage as well.
The peg gun is ready for orders.
Yes, he's trying to outmaneuver, he's trying to outmaneuver it, yes! And he succeeds, he's into the blind spot, he's into the blind spot! And there we go, well executed there by Hans. Absolutely magnificent display of how to deal with a half track like that using the 222. He found the weak spot and he punished it. Splendid work there. Splendid work there, and that's 2 vehicle kills here for the 222. A genuine hero of the Third Reich. And we're seeing, of all the commanders, we're actually seeing Jaeger armor being utilized here by Hans. I had not expected that. Well, there you go, rapid burst being enacted, attacking going on here as well.
Ready for action.
.222 slowly being repaired here. 16 kills on Hans' sniper as well. Going here for the fuel point again. Hans said we're going to be starved of it. Whereas we are noting here that pole is basically floating in it. And we're seeing more men here being equipped with BRCs, probably dual equipping them now. Which certainly increases their firepower much greater and much more violently. And of course the question is, maybe you could also consider upgrading the lieutenant's role, since the lieutenant with 2 BRCs is definitely a very, very mean customer. MP34 setting up here, he's going to increase the pressure here versus Hans. There we go, the nice alternate here versus the MD34. We do see a quick retreat there, as Paul realises the folly of his actions. And there we go. Second battle phase 5, and they're charging forwards. They're heavily equipped with Browning automatics, and then they find themselves outgunned with the lack of light machine guns, are quickly pushed away. Snipers firing it, Pack 40 joining in, MD42 not ready to quite stop this. Turning into the Grenadiers here, the veterans defeating the can. Snipers getting off quick shot as well. Veteran T2 rapidly needs to get away, get away! Another assault here up on the flank, good job. Shifting on to a building here to fire at the MD42. Excellent execute there by Paul. Hans' position there, a bit open, also which looks like a bunker to cover the flank. Looks like the MD4, there we go, wiped out. And spotting scopes here on the scout car as well. Also having the snipers when you see farther and shoot farther. Very brutal engagement there for both sides. And we are noting here, by the way, now Hans has basically no MD42s, though of course there's one there easily to secure, but still going to be a bit tricky. And there we go, captain up, a captain is up here. Bazooka is available. And a white phosphorus barrage going down as well. Sniper continuing to get those kills. MD4 here, rather awkwardly positioned by Paul. forces streaming out, apparently the medics as well. Looks like he might try to ambush the armored car here with the captain. Get into the building there if you want to then, Paul. Looks like he's no interest in that. Looks like, oh, the sniper went down as well. The sniper here murdered by the rifleman. And the BARs quickly making short work of the German hero here. Scout car though escapes the wrath of the captain and his bazookas. And looks like they might secure the MG42 here. There were quick rifle squad, grenadier squad hiding there with a rifle grenade ever ready to go off in their faces. Might keep the rifleman a bit honest there for the time being at the very least. There we go, the rifle grenade off. Nice job there on the rifleman. And there you go, Cap Bazooka flies, doesn't quite connect. Chance here though for anti-tank rifle grenade. Hans might have gone over to there we go. Looks like he's very intent there, wiping out the rifle. He might do it, yes! Another rifle squad there wiped out, and a BR left behind, though behind enemy lines, so less impressive there. 9 kills though, a veteran reconnaissance crew doing their best here. 11 kills. Can they survive this, or will the BARs make short work on their forced retreat? 12 kills. Can they get another squad wipe before death claims them? And looks like it might not matter. Yes, reached 9 command points with rifle company, and he's gone here for an easy 8. First shot though misses. That's American marksmanship for you. There we go. 222 kaputt. Nicht mehr. And the MG42 there still remains. Hans is in a very sore spot now. He's down to 3 Grenadier squads, 1 Pioneer and a Pack 40. His scout cards, his MG42s, his sniper has been lost here to the American menace. Now rolling full ahead there with a Sherman Easy 8.
We have a forward structure under attack.
And his bunker here never quite finished in terms of upgrading. Now under fire as well. And apparently no one's picking up that BAR.
The enemy has destroyed one of our forward installations.
Support McCall almost done there. Hans could get a Stug. Getting another MG42. That's not bad. A mortar might also help. Another sniper, I suppose. Panzer Grenadiers could also be an option, or another Pack 40. There we go. Looks like the Pack 40 crew was in fact able to send the lieutenant there running. Good shooting, Dieter. Thank you. I learned that on the Eastern Front. Oh, really? Yeah.
MG42 team is ready.
There you go, another MG42 secured. So now Paul here sitting at a very stable front. He just needs a bit of artillery, I think, and he's actually got a sort of overall decent force composition, sort of hammer Hans with. And he's already got the captain, so obviously he can get a pack howitzer if he wants to. But Hans is not the type to give up, sneaking up there towards the west. He's interesting enough not to secure the point right next to his base at all. I think he should do that. That would help him at least a bit.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Paul here continuing his moves. And there we go, securing a second BAR for his rifleman. Oh, Lieutenant, good job there, good job there. A lot of players neglect actually giving the Lieutenant that second weapon, which really can sort of further increase his firepower. Mortar on the way as well, so second artillery here, which could give him a slight advantage then, if used correctly. In particular, since Paul currently does not have any artillery. And that could be a bit of an oversight if properly exploited there by Hans. But there you go, nicely flanked contained here. But we do see the rifle quick putting stuck there to the assault there with 2 BARs. They are able to lay down a vicious amount of firepower over the Grenadiers running into trouble. MG42 they're firing back. MG42's firing left and right. EC8 hitting with the Pioneers. Rifle goes off. Assault over here actually failing in the face of the MG42s as well. Veteran 2 all ready for these riflemen. Then he's been forced away. Stug is an option now. Pack 40 moving up. Granatenwerfer firing here in the name of the Reich, opening up there, getting the MG42 at least a bit dirty. They're so far not actually managing to kill anyone or harm them. Sturmgeschütz on the way. That should add a bit of further firepower there for HelpingHans. Still a bit of manpower to spare there, so a bit further support weapons sort of push things forward. So more infantry would be a good job. Grenadiers there coming under fire from the Easy 8.
We are Losing a sector.
And getting a second sniper.
The sector has been cut
Captain
off.
continues to remain there, his humble abode. Continuing to fire bazookas out from it as well. And looks like there we go, a kill down the sniper. Veteran C1 already, 3 kills. And that one hell of a hit there on the lieutenant. In fact, leaving the lieutenant quite in agony alongside a couple of his friends. And there goes Skirmishes arriving over to Paul. Getting a good hit there on the easy hit there with the Pack 40. Second easy hit arrives there for Paul. Skirmishes swing forwards. Getting off another good hit there. Might get the easy hit, might get the easy hit. Shoot, Jürgen, shoot. There we go. The Yankee is kaputt. And there we go. The Tommy Kirker displays its name quite aptly as the entire thing clicks off.
We're losing a capture point. Someone get us out of here.
Stuke continues to far away, though already 3 kills its name. It is hard by Dietrich. Or Jürgen. Forces reinforcing here. Paul there has taken a bit of a beating. All of a sudden. Mortar, by the way, now with 7 kills. Telling position that close, helping Hans' base has certainly helped Hans there get a bit back there. Return the favor with a Granatenwerfer.
Sherman, ready for action.
Gute Arbeit, Leute. Stuke getting repaired, sniper supporting the infantry advance here. E6 filling up. There's still no greater zone of support weapons, and again, I do think he should consider, getting a pack house up. That would certainly make it harder for Hans to advance. And also allow him to sort of suppress his support weapons with a bit of artillery fire. There we go, Pack 40, well placed there to support the advance made by Hans, by the way. Good job. Sherman forced away. White phosphorus barrage going down. You cover up the retreat of the seams rate, and that also prevent Hans from advancing, at least for the time being. Stuke driving nonetheless into it. Mortars continue to fire, and there you go. Veteran C2 increasing rate of fire. And its accuracy as well. That mortar is definitely doing the work of the Reich right here. And the lieutenant is also forced away. Having been the primary contributor here to the mortar crew's veterancy so far. Bartwire going up to prevent the direct move here for the centre victory point. Paul or D setting up for a bit of defence as well. Good. Good, though again he should consider some artillery. Maybe an anti-tank gun at the very least. But the sniper here, ready to avenge his fallen comrade. And a few others. And his dog, Fritz, which was killed by an American tourist in the 1920s. He loved that dog. Bartwire going up here as well, so that replaced. Again, making it very difficult for Hans to make a rush through here. Going to have basically force Hans to draw straight through here, or at least force armor up here, which could certainly also expose to the pit there. So good job there by Paul. Nice use of Bartwire. MG4G could do with being pulled back before the sniper clears it out. There we go.
We lost a gun crew.
Another EC8 there. He might be getting a bit there. A case of tunnel vision from the call-ins. You have to be careful with that. The right here would be a good spot for white phosphorus. White phosphorus, right, there we go. A nice barrage of that really, really nasty stuff. There we go. Choose force retreat forward. Good fact get wiped out if you can get behind it and shoot them closely. MG42 barely makes out there. Mortar crew could go down. Mortar crew could go down. By the way, he's called in a second mortar crew. Now that's a bit of a surprise there. Actually getting a mortar battle and also got a veteran free already. Pack 40 veteran free as well. And the Stuke, by the way, looks to have already gone down there, tragically so. Must have paid attention in the wrong time. All these hits falling back here. Looks like the captain did the deed. But already a veteran free mortar. 14 kills. That's definitely a blessing there for Helping Hands. And pretty sure the lieutenant really did most of the work there.
Here it comes. Reinforcements in. You got your order. The death factory, boys.
Sherman's getting repaired there. Still no sign of any pack howitzers.
Overrunning one of our capture points.
Bit of quiet here as Hans moves up, secures territory. Finally regains the fuel as well. And a telemine going up here to cover the flank. Good, good.
Our supply line just got cut off.
In this case, he gets spotted and the entire surprise ruined.
Armor ready.
The captain makes an aggressive move here. They're coming under fire from the sniper. Needs to be careful there. Or will he get the shot off? Nope, failed to hit the captain. Armoured assault there led by the captain. Going up there, another Pack 40 here to help deal with the armour. Good job there, gun is under heavy fire here. Sherman's blasting away. Looks like he's trying to attack enough from certain angles. The old got an MG42 covering up here, and of course he knows he doesn't have to worry about that, so that means he can also focus here. So while he ensures Hans can't make a move here, at the same time it also means Hans doesn't have to worry about a move from here as well. So not too bad there. And Hans is taking advantage of that, noting by the way the sniper cut is ordered not to fire at Boyle or Wilhelm. There we go. Sherman down to half health. Another incendiary barrage. Or phosphorus barrage. Infantry moving up here. Molt as well. I think that might have been misclicked there by Hans coming on fire from the MG42 there. Crewed by a plucky band of echelon troops. And there go just heavy white phosphorus. A big fat carpet covering the entire centre, allowing Paul once more to advance.
Green is green campaign. Squad is back to full strength. Your shit. Follow me.
Still, Hans is keeping a good solid front line overall. And also ensuring he doesn't lose a lot of men, which overall plays out quite well to his advantage. I mean, Paul needs something extra. And also a quick smoke barrage right down here. Interesting, interesting. That could actually allow him to rush in there with some infantry. Looks like there we go. Maybe a bit too late, but now he's making a move in there. The MG42 won't be able to do anything until it's too late. Shifting it about there.
A capture point is under attack. WPM-110.
And there you go, the Grenadiers have already outflanked. Good smoke barrage there from Hans, a bit unexpected, but seemingly managed to pull it off. Despite everything, and there we go, the rear echelon troops in a bit of bad position. A quick rifle grenade here. Quick fence them off, setting up, there we go, clearly getting wiped out. More riflemen moving in, there we go. And another white phosphorus barrage straight onto Hans' support position, but remember, the white phosphorus can never kill, it can only leave them wishing they had been killed. Quick smoke barrage there to cover up for the tanks. Good job there. All of a sudden, the smoke usage is getting a lot more aggressive from both sides. Good. Good.
Sherman ready.
Another Stug advancing. Nice hit there on the right. Lieutenant and friends. Sherman, they're following. Needs to be careful. Needs to be careful. There we go. Veterans, you won about the same cop. Apparently the crew jumped. That must have been a misclick. He must have been trying to retreat another unit, I think, and the order was doled out to another unit. That was... oh well. That was quite unfortunate there. Doesn't really change the idea that Paul might need some artillery. And certainly note, by the way, the game is rather long, almost an hour, so no mid-game analysis. I mean, so far Paul already is quite dominating, but he's slowly beginning to bleed out, since he's now encountering a rather sort of solid combined arms force here by Hans, the artillery, anti-tankers and MGs, and overall Paul needs, I think, some artillery to sort of bring back some pressure versus Hans and his position currently, instead of just trying to attack it head on with what he's got, which so rolled slowly here to the advantage of Hansy and his forces. In terms of damage, we're actually seeing that Hans so far, while barely having anything on the map, also being quite behind in victory points. On the other hand, he's got quite the damage and slight kill advantage here, so he's actually got a reasonably good chance of coming back in the fight if he plays his card correctly. And of course with Paul, it's now about to a certain extent, he placed this in slightly incorrectly. He was still trying to trade men for territory and still hold Hans back, but overall, I think some artillery would really overall increase his odds of sort of holding out. There we go, we got the smoke barrels going down there.
The bunker has been improved with an MG-42.
By the looks of it anyways. Looks like that was cancelled actually. What a shame. Duke meant a good hit there. Spotting scopes up as well. And there we go, another head-on assault MG-42 coming up, never getting stopped there for the Grenadiers. Even veterans through the Grenadiers, veteran T3 are quickly clearing it out since the MG-42 down, never go opening up on the Grenadiers. Veteran T3, but rifle grenade finishes the last one there. Bit of a mistake there, but Paulie's trying to do too much this one time, I think. And again with a head-on assault. In particular versus a veteran T3, pack 40 overall, a bad idea there, and we see the punishment inflicted. Stu closing in a veteran 1, 5 kills already to its name. Follow-up assault here on the right flank. The lieutenant leading the way, the Sherman following up here. And the Grenadiers are rapidly pushed away. Pack 40 Stuke, MG-42 setting up. This is quickly turning up here for Paul again. Sherman needs to go away. Target weak point available here, but not enough munitions. MG got cleared up by grenades, so he's finally reset some grenades here, Mr. Paul. He might have wanted that earlier, so he could also lay down some smoke screens. Another EZ-8, still no sign of, say, a pack howitzer, any kind of artillery like an M8 Scott. Panzer Grenadiers now following up here for Hansy. You can certainly see here that Paul has been decimated a bit in terms of population. Now there's a really good chance for Hans to make some progress to strike down his opponent. Getting a bit bold there with a mortar crew though.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
Still fighting on here with two EZ-8s, and there we go, another Panther, fast for the gunners themselves, almost right in the process. Pack 40 here flanking. Good job, there we go, another Pack 40 firing here, so essentially he's managed to catch Paul here in quite the trap. Executed, we might fancy both Shermans down here, and the Stuke moving in as well, an absolutely massive blunder there for Paul. He kept attacking up there, pounding, not expecting Hansy, figure out what he was doing and set up a prepared trap there, so well played there by Hansy, absolutely punishing Paul there for getting a bit tactically lazy. Another series of Shermans left in ruin. Looks like someone's cooking. Making a push up the centre here. Empty bunker covering the flank. Paul in a very, very particular situation now.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Having taken quite the Berlin-style beating there. And the BAR is still left in the middle of the road. Apparently no one wants to play with that. But the captain and the lieutenant is there to try and restore order to this rather dangerous situation. German mortars continue to be quite the friend, of course. Eventually 3 now able to fire further. He's firing also from quite a safe position. Striking down the enemies with Breitengarten, the MG-42 holding up the fuel as well. Not looking good here for Paul. If only he may have tried to actually attack from the left flank instead of constantly trying to barge his way up there. I mean, you have to be careful to continue doing the same thing because, of course, your opponent in most cases will sort of try and set up to counter it. On the other hand, if you kept sort of shifting your attacks, he's going to make it much harder for your opponent to guess where things are coming from and what might come, in which case, of course, he's going to sort of be a bit less sure of things. Instead, Hansy could rather safely deduce it was going to happen again, so he set up his pack to counter it. Probably also helps again, he admits to associate, I mean, yes, going for all those EZ-8s did not help. Was definitely a mistake there, though again, had he, I think, had an artillery piece or something supporting it, it would probably have gone a lot better. or even just, you know, again, shifted the axis of attacks a bit, so Hans couldn't pin it down between two Pak 40s, which were quite veteran. Panzer Gunners here, doing what they can. Bit of shooting there. Rifleman Lieutenant Captain looks like he's shifting over here towards the left flank now. The Lieutenant leading the way, and a quick grenade there. He could also pop the smoke grenade actually to cover up for the advance. That could also be an excellent option. But there you go, Panzers and Gunners being forced away.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Paul has not yet decided to give up. The Gunners continue to defend. It's still no light machine guns on the Gunners. I'm a bit surprised at that development there by Hansy. You'd figure that was something he'd choose.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Fuel cache is going up there to sort of further help Hans now. He's sort of got a decent hand to play. And now you might note there's a huge different sort of population going on. I mean, things are rather heavily shifted. Though at the same time, I mean, Paul still retains a good amount of territory considering the force he has. Hans is actually being a bit reluctant to actually make any sort of grand advances. He's also now got 4 MG42s, 2 mortars, 2 Pak 40s, both veteran to 3, a bit of infantry, a veteran 2 sniper, and a Stug with veteran to 1 and 6 kills to his name as well. Quite an impressive force of infantry sort of put up there. MG42 hit behind a wrecked Sherman. Sufficient the ambushes of those riflemen there. Stug comes up as well. Quick Jürgen, shoot for the fattest one. And there are the Gunners just running straight into a horde of angry Americans with lots of bullets on their hands. And looks like the MG42 could go down on retreat. Panzers doing what they can here. MG42 sitting up. One MG42 down. Captain pushing in from the left flank. Interesting enough, I mean, he's got grenades, but he's not using smoke screen to sort of neutralise the MG42, for example. Or the right here could just use on me to quickly bypass the MG42 with this force. There we go, though. Finally, smoke screen up, but not before Lockman goes down. And there we go, a grenade as well. Excellently thrown right next to the MG42. Bazooka's going off there. Stug taking fire. An anti-tank gun has finally arrived. Almost knocking out the Stug there in the process. Looks like Paul is finally pulling off a decent assault there again. Finally using a bit more visibilities. Certainly took him some time. MG42 there shifting around. We could try and maybe see another grenade on it or some smoke screens before the MG42 turns to multiple pin cushions. And there we go. MG42 wiped out as well. So all of a sudden Hans is taking a bit of a beating again. And there you go. Veterans finished up with 32 kills. Stolz, then er schon. 3 kills, still 15 kills on the mortar, seeming having a bit of less luck now all of a sudden. Stug in dire need of repairs, and on the other hand also rather close to veteran T2 and some Schützen. Paul is slowly getting his hand back into this. And a Panzer IV on the way here for Hansy, and looks like some light machine guns are finally being handed out to the Grenadiers. About time. Paul getting ready to move again. Having the officers spearhead and assault on the left flank while the larger force here moves up the right. Sniper though continues to do his dirty deeds. Anti-tank and flank support rifling up. The MG42 is actually shifted away. Himself did not recruit the other ones. In fact, just set up on the MG42 trying to cut things here. Officers now charging ahead. There's everything going on the right flank. Might have used this as a diversion. The captain, though, taking the brunt of the shooting, and we actually see this become completely ruined there. The assault, though, on the right flank continues, but now you've got the MG40 almost actually free, and the Panzer Grenadiers putting a rather permanent stop to that. So close, but not quite. If the lieutenant had meanwhile at least maybe thrown a smoke screen before charging in, they might have done better as well. And another EC8 there. It would seem that Paul is still quite enamoured with those. But back to Paul here.
Our supply line
Moving
is cut.
past the
Germans
wreckage
are
of
making
many a
push.
vehicle and tank. And there you go, good shots there from the Panzer Kampf 4. Pack 40 alternating up, getting off a good shot as well. EC8 rapidly forced to fall back here, almost getting knocked out right away. Anti-tank and setting up here. No sign of take aim, by the way. Bit of disappointment. And immediately forced to repair his banged up EC8. Not having a very easy time at the moment. Lieutenant makes the push.
Get your men covering the approach.
Sherman, ready for action.
Again, seems like he rather favours the right flank a bit here, Stuke, though. Taking a few good shots there. Thanks to spotting scopes and the sniper there, going to tank and opens up. And we're seeing armour-piercing rounds. A bit of a waste down the Stug, I think. Already heavily damaged there, but very, very close eventually too. The assault continues on the left flank here, stopped by an MD-42. The lieutenant did not make it back again. Would certainly seem like this infantry is suffering some heavy losses amongst its officers. And there you go, Pack 40 veteran, spotted by the rifleman. Hans might have made a mistake here. In fact, it could be something then that Paul could secure and turn against his German opponent. Would certainly further minimise the effect of their tanks at the moment. So that could be a rather decent idea if so. Instead, he sets about destroying it. I think that's a bit of a waste, maybe. Either way, those managed to take away the full point again from Hansy, though. Not bad there, not bad there. Panzer 4 shifting over to the left flank to support things there. Stug slowly repaired. Pack 40 number 2 moving up. Infantry rising against, but there we go. Quickly ambushed by the captain, waiting behind the ruins of the farmhouse and quickly putting Fritz out of his misery with a bazooka.
Send your orders. 300 points remaining.
Centre activating open, although we do see another bunker on the way to cover the centre victory point. Hans taking no chances there. Good, good. It's going to take all the, well, the little population is left. Not a bad decision that way to use the resources for that instead. Sharp thinking there by Hansy. Sharp thinking.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Sturmgeschütz continues to advance. And there you go, the old house finally collapses under the weight of abuse heaped upon it by two raging armies. And there you go, the machine gun bunker prevents any sort of from the centre, at least for the time being.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Another Sherman EC8. Still no sign of artillery to break through the front. There you go, Lieutenant making the run here. Just barely within the arc of fire, nearly going to press their veterans too. And the Panther 4 joining in as well. That's definitely not going to be a fun experience. Counterattack going up here, breaking through Port Hunter's lines. In fact, quite overwhelming. The Panzer are going to do this right there. Forcing them away. And Sherman's advantage coming out from the Panther 4. Stukia might be able to sort of hold them back. There we go, one shot, one shot. Ah, failed to penetrate. Come on, Jürgen. There we go. And target weak point, stunning it. Panzerfaust as well. Betting through there on the Sturmgeschütz. Fire frei! Smoke laid down there to try and cover.
Of an infantry unit
Stug misses. Infantry unit wiped out. The lieutenant has finally passed on. He might try and bait him into the telemine there. Sherman almost knocked out, in fact. And there we go. Stug got it, almost fetching the 3 there on the Sturmgeschütz. Almost. The loss of the lieutenant is going to be a bit harder to replace, though, for Paul. And he lost a Sherman there as well. Do not underestimate the power of the Sturmgeschütz, in particular with target weak point being used there. Good job there by Hansy, leaving another Sherman smouldering. And pulling that back for some repairs. Would certainly be a waste to lose it before it can reach Veterancy 3, where it really becomes an absolute killing machine with a high rate of fire. Still, Paul is getting some damage in. Captain makes the move. Quickly followed by Raven. He could steal the MB-42 hit, turning against his German opponents, and there we go.
Krauts are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being
Another
captured.
EC8. Seems like Paul is very fond of those.
Our supply line
At
just
this
got
rate, he
cut
must
off.
have been close to at least emptying out a platoon or 2 of Shermans.
We're losing a capture point.
Nothing further going on here. Hans got plenty of fuel.
Ready.
Veterans running for the Sherman. Actually getting close to Veterans 2 as well. That's good. There's still, by the looks of it, no use of take aim. Sniper opening up there on the anti-tank gun crew. Mortars firing as well. 41 kills there on the sniper, by the way. 42. And we go anti-tank gun crew no more. Captain making his move there, but the bunker proved to be too much an obstacle for even his bazookas to neatly carry out and clear out.
Ready, set.
But Hans's position is currently actually reasonably strong, with a nice sort of a mix of weaponry,
Sherman, ready for action.
which can overall stall an advance and sort of that way slowly bleed it out without taking too many losses in the process. So overall nicely executed there by the good Hansy. Plus of course it's just the mental pressure of having 2 mortars constantly bombard your men, always having to keep the chance of losing an entire unit that way in mind. Plus of course the anti-tank gun and Stug and Panzer IV, also quite the
Grab your shit.
nasty obstacles to have to deal with. And now we got the Stug moving back here to the front line, making sharp progress.
Armor ready.
And of course the question becomes, what will Paul do?
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
His chances are beginning to look a bit limited. The rifleman make a move there. Quickly taking heavy losses, no use of smoke or anything. All of that seems to sort of abandon the grenades that go down. Maybe. Close to destruction, but not quite. The assault on the right flank failed.
Get ready, guys.
MD-42 left to come. And there's also BAR abandoned here in the tall grass.
Knock it off.
Seems like no one cares about that. And now we're seeing another anti-tank gun on the way. I really would think a pack house might something better, but there you go. Either way, looks like again the right flank is really where it feels like the main blow has to come, where the main strike against the Nazis has to land.
We've dropped to 200 points.
Of course, there are previous reminders of what happened on those occasions. So one Master Mountain, his bloodlust must be a bit tempered by that.
Under fire.
Snipers straining away. Mortars continue to land close to everything. packs firing as well. Infantry making their way first. Still no smoke screen to show, for example, maybe clear up things to allow maybe a quick rush for the Shermans, for example, sort of quickly bypass the first line of defense here by Hans, getting right behind things up and doing the Stuke, for example, and the pack 40, but also the mortar crews. Anti-tank is moving up there. Stuke coming under fire there. Nice land of shot, series of shots there. Pack 40 getting blasted by the anti-tank gun. Shermans finally moving up, it would seem, finally. Mortars continue to rain down. Death from above. 70 kills, they're good. Oh, the mortar falling back as well. Sherman make a move there. And slowly being pushed back. The captain continues to remain. He's not joining the main push. Not entirely sure what Paul is imagining there with the captain. But back here to HelpingHans. And now we actually know that Paul is finally sort of gotten a reasonably equal force in terms of size. BAR left behind there, looks like he's got too many weapons to secure. No, we could actually secure that BAR, I think it goes right. Oh, wait, no. Are we getting suppressed there by the MD-42? No, actually not. That's quite something. Oh, no mind, there we go. But Hans a bit more on the defensive now. Paul once more making progress, slowly but surely. Of course, the mortars are doing their best to exact a tall and rather grim price there upon Paul's forces.
Enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
Sherman's not supporting. Again, there's overall lack of support weapons for these pushes. A bazooka left behind as well. This is not looking good. And just marching straight to the pack 40's no attempted outmaneuvering. Again, Paul seems to have gone slightly unimaginative here. Quick grenade here, though. But taking a fire there from the Panther 4. His imagination seeming a bit lacking, and a bit, also lacking support weapons sort of really break through. Allowing Hans, by the way, to sort of orderly pull back without suffering too much. Heavy Panzer Corps, and he's getting a Panzerwehr sort of add some pressure, and that could work out quite nicely. Though he does not have the population, now we note. All of a sudden, the Paul's forces took quite a bit of a beating. Of course, it's Germans to decruise, so that would also explain a thing or two. There we go. Back in their seats. Close to 52 for that. Sherman. 49 kills, by the way, here on the sniper. He's done an absolutely terrific job. And looks like the captain's finally joining in here. At the same time, MD-42 slowly moving up here, but getting outmaneuvered here by some grenadiers. Good job there by Hansy. Gutes Arbeit. Looks like he cancelled the Panzerwerfer. And whatever could Paul be planning? Is he waiting for a third Sherman? Hoping for some kind of Sherman Trinity to break through the lines. Would seem that way.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Again going for the fuel. There's a bit of a gap here, so there's a chance actually there's something here that Paul could exploit. I mean, there's essentially only a Stuke to really hold up any advance. I mean, if properly pushed, he could probably knock that Stuke out. Captain making his way there, clearing out some of the mortar crews. MD-42 firing away, they're on the captain. No sign of the Sherman tank and slowly moving up. Right now getting blasted by Stuke and mortar. And there go white phosphorus barrels going down. There's now going straight into it.
Enemy forces are securing our
And straight out of it. And there you go. Excellent shot there from the mortar crew. Wiping out almost the entire captain in 21 kills there. Cap rifle moving up. Anti-tank guns firing. Force away the Stuke. Sherman's not trying to sort of push up here again. There's a bit of lack of speed, a bit of lack of action. There you go. The Shermans are here. The last one is there. He needs to make that push now if he really wants to. Strike towards him, clear it up, but all it looks now that HelpingHans taking precautions. No, 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 no. What are you doing? You're not going to attack up the centre here. Please don't. Panzer gun is with Panzer Strikes. No. Mortars just continue to scream through the air. Looks like Paul is pulling back here from the field. Feeling extremely timid, it would seem, despite having quite the armoured advantage. And so down to tank support as well. But now moving forward. Now he's charging up the centre straight into the Pack 40. I have no idea what Paul seems to be thinking here. Panzer getting off some Patrick Sword. Stug moving up as well. Closing in a veteran fleet, getting very close there. Panzer 4 blitzing forward. Sherman's opening up. Anti-tanker not able to fire. One Sherman already alight. White phosphorus going down there, almost bringing down the entire unit here. Granite Pioneers with a BAR. Sherman almost not. And then we got veteran for the Stug. Promoted. Shots going off there. Making his way forward. Rifleman charging forward, Sherman pull back here. Massive counterattack here in the hopes of breaking something. MD-42 cleared out there, maybe a bit of a mistake there by Hansy. Another MD-42 ready to sort of close things up. BAR's now beginning to slowly litter the entire place. Anti-tank guns, another American equipment overall. Men getting shattered and scattered. Utter chaos going on here for Paul. As Hans now has a pretty elite force with a lot of veterancy fleet units and a lot of support elements. Two they can into fire, 10 kills, 11, 12, 13, 14. Infantry squad seems to have finally gone down there for HelpingHans. Sherman makes a move forward there, quickly targets the weak point. There we go, nicely starting there. Need to focus it down though. Vetri 2 for this Panzer 4. Sherman almost down, one more shot there. There we go. Jürgen took care of that. And now looks like the captain could go down as well. And Tort. White Frostfoot laid down, there you go. GG, well played for Paul. Game over. Don't know how to play USA. I'm not entirely sure I'd blame him on that, since he seems to use some techniques. Then so only I'm a deal for things. It's just seems more like all of a sudden he lost a bit spirit. Plus he became a bit too enamored with the EC8, and you know it seems to be more just a lack of understanding of combined arms. I mean, had he had some artillery of some kind, I think he could probably have won this versus Hans. Just occasionally pushed a bit more forward to try to look for the weakness. I mean, that and a problem there was basically kept sort of attacking from the same angle, allowing Hans to basically set up a kill zone and sort of knock out his Shermans. That also gave Hans quite some advantages here and there overall, allowing Hans to sort of dominate the battle as the game progressed. It was a really aggressive early opening there from Paul, quite nicely executed there, but you know, again, as the late game progressed, I mean, more and more mistakes kept creeping in, and the fact that his force was not quite as strong in terms of combined arms compared to Hans began showing in Hans in that way, slowly but surely just dominated the fight through rather aggressive usage of all sorts of units: snipers, mortars, MGs, infantry, armor, and so on. It's been really well played there by Hans as well. I mean, the commander wise, I mean, he seemed to have gone for this for the spotting scopes. The question is if he couldn't just have gone mechanized instead, would might have offered something a bit more useful overall, but that causes me, in my opinion, some nice use of abilities of both. I think also, again, you know, Paul could have used a bit more abilities for rifle, a bit more smoke screens, for example. I think that could also have helped quite nicely. But otherwise, been nice, good use of BARs as well. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this fight. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send a new friend or provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers and thank you all for watching.